o'clock, and over the next 15 minutes, we'll have an online yoga session designed for seniors with Romina Sesto, the director of the Yoga to Go studio and a certified Iyengar yoga teacher. Romina has provided some prizes today as well, and we're extremely grateful for that.
Hi, my name's Romina. I will be teaching you today. I'm located in Sydney at Yoga to Go studio. So for today's session, you'll be needing a nice sturdy chair. Preferably something that doesn't have wheels on it, so you are on a stable base. And I'd probably also suggest a blanket or a pillow towards the back end of the session for you. So see that you're barefoot. And if you don't have a yoga mat, that's no problem at all. We'll come to sitting on our chair, and rather than sitting back in the chair against the backrest, I'll get you to move the buttocks slightly forward on the chair so that the buttock bones are pressing down towards the seat of the chair, and also so that your feet are pressing down towards the floor. Now just notice here if you have a tendency of turning your knees in, just turning them out slightly so that there's a relationship between the hip socket and the knees. And just bringing the hands onto the thighs, taking a couple of breaths here. So nice steady inhalations, nice steady exhalations. Just reconnecting with the body and the breath. Just observing how you feel, where there may be tightness or tension in the body. And see if you can start to redirect that breath into those areas. Taking the last couple of breaths here. And then slowly opening the eyes. As you open your eyes, just notice here if your torso has happened to tilt forward or back. See if you can find a straight line here so that the crown of the head's lengthening up towards the ceiling. The shoulders releasing back and down. And again, just a nice firm pressure through the soles of the feet and the buttock bones. On an inhalation, we're going to interlock the fingers in front of the chest, pressing the palms of the hands away from you. See if you can keep the thumbs and the little finger sides of the hands together, and then reaching the arms away from you. As you begin to reach the arms away from you, see if you can keep the elbows straight here. Also noticing if the head's pulling forward. So again, the crown of the head lengthening up towards the ceiling. If you find that the elbows bend or the shoulders are quite tight, you might just have the hands in this position. Taking a couple more breaths here, really pressing the soles of the feet to the floor so that the base is firm and lifting out of the pelvic area. As you exhale, we're releasing the hands forward, turning the palms back towards you, changing the interlock of the fingers. And then as you're ready again, pressing the palms of the hands away from you, slowly starting to reach the arms away from you. Again, lengthening the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, the buttock bones down towards the base of the chair. With each inhalation, just observing, see that you're not holding the breath or gripping the breath, just nice steady inhalations and exhalations. As you exhale, releasing the hands, release the interlock of the fingers, just taking a moment here. And then on the next exhalation, we're turning to the right side. I walk my right hand back in line with my sacral area, and I'm using the left hand in against the right thigh here to help me turn. As I turn, I'm turning from the base of the spine, the rib cage, the shoulders. The last thing to turn is the gaze over the line of the right shoulder, keeping the chin lifted, keeping the gaze forward. Taking a few more breaths here. And then as you inhale, coming back to center. As you come back to center, again, finding that straight line in the torso. And then we're turning out to the left side. As you turn to the left side, walking that left hand back behind you, using the right hand in against the left thigh here to help you turn. And just see here that the soles of the feet are still pressing down into the floor, that there's a sense of evenness and balance through the body bones. Taking a couple more breaths here, turning out to the left side. And then slowly coming back to center. As you come back to center, just placing the hands onto the thighs and moving the hands back so that the base of the palm of the hands almost in the crease of the thighs. Notice here if the elbows are pointing out to the side. See if you can draw the elbows into the sides of the waist and really lengthening the sternum up towards the ceiling as you let both shoulders release back and down. Again, reconnecting with the feet, see that the soles of the feet are pressing down towards the floor. And then we'll raise the left arm up towards the ceiling, bringing the upper arm in line with the left ear. And then slowly starting to reach over to the right side. As you reach to the right side here, try not to let the weight of the body just drop into the right buttocks. See if you can keep the left buttocks descending down towards the chair, that pressure and evenness through the soles of the feet here, and the upper arm coming back in line with the left ear. Taking a few more breaths, turning the chest up towards the ceiling, really breathing into the left side waist. As you exhale, come back to center, release the hand, again bring the hand onto the thigh, drawing the elbows into the side waist. Just observe, notice here if the torsos drop forward or back. See if you can, again, find that straight line through the torso. And then as you're ready, we change sides. So the right arm lengthens up towards the ceiling, bringing the upper arm back in line with the right ear. And then slowly starting to reach over to the left side. As you reach to the left side, keep the right buttocks descending down towards the seat of the chair. And the pressure through the sole of the right foot. See that it's pressing down here so you're not dropping into that left buttocks. Taking a couple more breaths. And then inhale, coming back to center. Releasing the hands, taking a few breaths. And then again, we'll turn out to the right side. So walking that right hand back to the center of the base of the chair, using the left hand in against the right thigh here to help you turn. And with each inhalation, looking at lengthening the torso, so really extending the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, turning to the right side a little further. But again, notice if the weight of the body is dropping into the right buttock, see that that left buttock bone is pressing down towards the floor. As you inhale, coming back to center. As you come back to center, take a breath here. Again, see that the weight of the body is evenly placed through the buttock bones, the soles of the feet. And then on an exhalation, you turn to the left side. As you turn to the left side here, walking that left hand back behind you, using the right hand in against the left thigh to help you turn. With each inhalation, lifting and lengthening. With each exhalation, turning from the base of the spine, the rib cage, the shoulders. And the last thing to turn is the gaze over the line of the left shoulder. See that the shoulders are both releasing back and down here. Take a couple more breaths. And then slowly coming back to center. As you come back to center, maintain the lift of the spine here. Just taking a couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, we're coming up to standing. So once you come up to standing, taking your chair up to the top end of the mat, if you have one, and making sure that the chair is in the center of the mat here. And I've specifically turned the chair around so that the backrest of the chair is facing me rather than the seat of the chair. So we're taking the hands onto the backrest of the chair, slowly walking the feet back here, taking the feet wide. So they're as wide as my mat, just a little over hip height. And also making sure that there's a relationship here between my ankles and my hip sides. As I extend the crown of the head towards the wall in front of me, I move the buttock bones back towards the wall behind me. And just taking a few more breaths here, letting the backs of the legs open, letting the lumbar area completely fill. So drawing the belly back onto the spine. Last couple of breaths. And then as you're ready, we're bending the knees, we're walking the feet forward, coming back to standing here, this time bringing the inside edges of the feet together. With the inside edges of the feet together, see if you can lift your toes off the floor, spreading them wide, but as you spread the toes wide and place them back to the ground, see that the weight of the body doesn't drop into the toes. Bring the weight of the body back into the heels. Taking a few more breaths here. And then as you're ready, we're interlocking the fingers in front of the chest, pressing the palms of the hands away and reaching the arms up here. So as we did in a seated position, see now if you can really keep the legs firm, pressing the soles of the feet down towards the ground, but lifting the arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, we release the arms forward, turning the palms back towards you, changing the interlock of the fingers, again pressing the palms out, taking the arms up. As you reach the arms away from you this second time, again notice if you've dropped the weight of the body forward into the toes. See if you can keep bringing the weight of the body back into the heels, lengthening through the sideways. And then as you exhale, again releasing the arms, releasing the interlock of the fingers, taking a couple of breaths here. And then again, we come back to the support, taking the hands to the back rest of the chair. We're stepping the feet back. This time, see if you can have the feet hip width apart. So with the feet hip width apart, the outer edges of the feet parallel with the mat. And just observe, notice here the difference through the backs of the legs, possibly even through the lumbar area. Keep the gaze soft and down towards the floor as you extend the crown of the head away from you. Taking a couple more breaths. And then again, slowly bending the knees, walking the feet forward, coming back into Tadasana or mountain pose, bringing the weight back into the heels, lengthening the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. When you're ready, we're bringing the right arm up in front and taking hold of the right elbow with the left hand, bringing the weight back into the heels. So find that firmness in the legs again, and just notice whether your shoulders are lifting. See if you can release the shoulders back and down, lifting the chest. As you exhale, release the arms out wide, lengthen into the tips of the fingers, and then changing sides. Left arm comes in line with the shoulders, taking hold of the left elbow here. Again, bringing the weight back into the heels, letting the shoulders release back and down. Taking a couple more breaths. And then again, exhaling, releasing the arms out wide, lengthening into the tips of the fingers. Releasing the arms down by the sides. As you release the arms down by the sides, take a few breaths here. And then again, taking the hands to the back rest of the chair. Start to walk the feet back. We come back into this first position. So the feet slightly wider than the hips now. The soles of the feet pressing down towards the floor. The crown of the head lengthening away from you and the shoulders moving back towards the wall behind you. Nice steady inhalations, nice steady exhalations. Taking a couple more breaths here. And then as you're ready, bending the knees, slowly walking the feet forward again, coming back into Tadasana, bringing the weight back into the heels and just taking a moment to let the blood flow regulate. Nice steady inhalations, nice steady exhalations. And then I hope that you're feeling a little more refreshed, and I hope that you have a lovely afternoon. If you would like to find out more information about my classes, feel free to touch base with me via email or on the phone with the details provided below. And have a lovely day. Namaste.